Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. And the Falcons will kick it away to start. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Weaver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
To the air, it's Sampson. Going downfield for the big play.
Oh.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Falcons offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Update that text.
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Falcons are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The give to the left. Runs through the tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On the option, he'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
How'd he get that?
Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll do it himself. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cherry. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Falcons are flying down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Gonna run it. It's Cherry.
Ah.
Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you want...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snatches it on the right. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He makes the connection. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on 3rd and goal from the... Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Utah State, 21, Air Force.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quick handoff. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Sampson. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Catch in the middle, it's Maddox. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Snap this. Yes.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The option look. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Falcons headed quickly to the line. He's back to throw on second down. And they got him for the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Falcons.
All right, nothing anymore.
Playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Sampson. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This Utah State offense has it going. Shakes off the defender.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
Utah State will snap it in the red zone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Touchdown, Aggies! What a grab and go for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Nice move to keep moving. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Falcons racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll keep this
Should just
drive
kept
moving
on going
by
outside.
picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses haven't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the
like
pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going, stay aggressive.
Scanning the field, it's Sampson. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit them with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you delivered the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the knockout shot, and you can't keep your QB protected. Nice job answering by the defense.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Running for it on 4th down. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and got the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Sampson. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears back.
Finds him out of the backfield.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on
The
3rd
wind
down?
might
How do you
help here.
prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're
Just-
gonna get the ball back, go get some water and
Just
celebrate.
a little long.
That's going to wrap up the first
Held
half.
the
Here
power
now
a
we
little
join
long.
Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had
been
ourselves
good
a
if I didn't
very enjoyable first
Get
half
the
so
extra
far.
power.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half.
Check, check, check.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Falcons want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, going up top. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Sampson. He'll try to do it himself. Connection to the right. He's
Ain't no
brought
way.
down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and look for room. First down for this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense in hurry-up mode. Fullback's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard
What up, Zeus?
line.
What up, Lil PZ?
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up.
And the quarterback
Good night.
is snowed
Sayonara.
under.
Man,
Sit
this
tight.
defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's such a great
I barely
job
pushed
of
that
seeing
button
the
and it
play,
threw it right
seeing
to
it unfold, breaking on the football,
At least
making
have
the
some
interception,
arc.
and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big
so
moment.
mad.
Air
Basically,
Force has it back, and the Falcon
trying
offense
to get it
returns
over
to the
back
field. They'll run the option. He has an extensive juke library, and he
Really?
exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Here it is again. He's messed up.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard.
I
It's
gotta go
good.
score.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Sampson. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Ball in the
Why?
air, intercepted. Bringing it back at the 30, the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Air Force. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that.
Laid in front of my back and was talking about up.
Here's the return from inside his 10.
Up.
Makes
14.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will
Justice.
score. Touchdown,
Justice.
Utah State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Focus on
Looks as if we have an injury on that
Let's
last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Why is he
They've
getting
got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Big fullback's got it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Falcons want to pick up the tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. On the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 10. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Falcons will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The back goes in motion. Now on the option. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Coming after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good.
Nice face mask.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sampson. Looking left. It's caught. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I
hate
don't know
that
if you guys
sound.
are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What a disappointment. No good.
And give it
Guys
full
after
of
the
power.
miss, still up by 4. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Give to the fullback. And the Falcons want to move quickly. On the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Goes to the option. Creating some space, getting just enough
Come on,
good
boys.
blocking, and they've got it up to
Get
the
off the field right here.
47-yard line. Just
We
shy
need
of
toss.
midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The Falcons get enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They want to get this defense on its heels. Sticks it in his belly. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Really? I have to play with this on my screen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the
How do I
football.
not
He
take
caught it in
that?
stride.
By being in the middle
Gets
of the
into
field.
end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be looking to run. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Oh my gosh.
Back there, you're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get
Get
this
him
first
out of the game.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when...
And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now rolling to the left. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire game.
He's 2nd in the game.
They're up by 28 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his
All right.
2nd
Defense
of the
gotta
game.
win it.
This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you.
Makes the grab down the left side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Cherry. Touchdown Air Force! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right now. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He'll get rid of it. Finds a man by himself. And that's what you want from your veterans, the junior making a play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Finds his man. It's Tuggle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be
that
physical.
score.
And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice.
Awesome.
Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop
See
him
if
at
we
the
can
16.
give up a big play.
1st down here for the offense. The give to the fullback. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 2nd down coming up. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll ride his man on the option.
Gain of 1.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay, ready?
And the Falcons are threatening in the red zone. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And the tackle was made, but there's been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
I don't expect anything different.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down.
325.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He'll set up to throw. Makes his connection. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep.
A big play.
Nice job by this
Call on
offense,
Ruggins.
understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Firing to the right, complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Ready up. Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Utah State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.